The auditorium was filled with 40 people waiting for a speaker who they hoped would say something that will change their lives for good. 2 hours ago there were over 50 people there, but after they got tired of waiting for a speaker who might not show, they left. People in the audience were talking about when this guest speaker might show. Some were trying to decide if they should stay a little longer just in case he might arrive. For the most part, the people in the crowd were between the ages of 25 and 35. They have lost hope in their lives and were looking for anything that could change their lives for the better. When they were young, they taught by parents and teachers that their lives were full of hope and they had nothing but good times ahead of them. When they found this wasn't the case, they didn't know what to do. Some of them started using drugs, some became addicted to television. Anything to keep their mind off the fact that life wasn't going to be okay. After another hour of waiting, there were only 25 people in the auditorium. At this point there were more people talking of leaving, when a man walked onto the stage. The audience had a hard time pinpointing his age. He looked like he could be anywhere between 45 and 50. His head was covered in gray hair. He wore short. His eyes were a very unusual shade of gray. He wore a brown tweed suit that would have looked cheap on anyone else, but looked good on him.
You might be wondering why I'm so late.
He spoke into a cordless microphone he got out of his suit pocket.
I didn't mean to upset you. The wait was merely a test to see who would stay and who would go. If you were one of those who left, you clearly would not have had the patience to go through my program. I cannot help be disappointed by the amount of people who left. As you know, I am John Applesmith. I have studied at the University of Life and Death, a university I founded over 25 years ago. At the university we told that everyone is very special in a very unique way.
The University of Life and Death is not a real university.
One of the audience members spoke. He was a young man who was around 20 in a white t-shirt and wore out blue jeans. He sounded like the type of person who believed anything said someone who said to believe nobody.
Your college is nothing but a diploma mill. The fact that your college doesn't exist outside of a website you run should be all the proof we need to show that you are a fraud. How much money did you get paid to speak here? According to a source, you get paid $5,000 per speech and yet you speak out against greed.
Who gave you this information? Never mind. It should clear to anyone that none of you are interested in what I have to say. I shall take my leave. For those who actually interested, please go to my website offlifeatdeath.com for a transcript of the speech I would have given tonight. Good night, and I hope you arrive at home safely.
I'm done.
Me too.
I guess we can leave now.
I hope so. I'm getting tired of seeing this goddamn room.
Me too. You would think after the last video Wormwood would be tired of this setting.
I know what you mean. By the way, is there a lavatory around here?
Yes, it's called your mouth.